It's a new week of Inside Edition. You can watch it right here on Channel 13 after 13 Action News live at 6:30. And joining us now is host Deborah Norville. It's great having you, Deborah.
Hey, Sean, how you doing?
Doing very well. Love watching the show every night. Let's talk about tonight's show, Our Shower. We go there to clean ourselves from all the sickness of the earth, but the shower can actually make you sick, can it?
Well, it can if you haven't cleaned your shower head in a long time. And so I'm going to ask all your viewers, can you even remember the last time you cleaned the shower head? I don't mean taking a washcloth and wiping it down. I mean taking the thing off and seriously giving it a good bath. And if you're like most people, you've never done this.
Yeah, no.
So we took shower heads off and swabbed the interior to see what might be lurking in there. And the answer was really kind of quease-inducing. What we found was a whole bunch of fungus, but more worrisome was something called mycobacteria. And mycobacteria, when it sprays out, can actually give you pulmonary illnesses. And think about it. You're in the shower, it all sprays out. The water is the way it disperses. And if you're immunosuppressed, if you're an older individual, this is really a serious thing. So coming up tonight on Inside Edition, we're going to show you what we found when we did the swabbing. We're going to show you how when we properly cleaned the shower head, we went back and tested 10 of those shower heads. 10 of 10 were 100% clean of the mycobacteria.
Oh my goodness. And yeah, it looked like you were doing an oil change when we were saying what we were swabbing. It's pretty ugly.
Yeah, do you really want that stuff raining down on you?
No, I'm just going to skip taking a shower. You're right, Deborah. Okay, no, next story. This is an interesting tale of love. Very interesting. Let's hear about this.
Okay, this is love in the modern era, and this is a story we've got coming up on Tuesday about a man who 25 years ago, as many young men do to earn money, was a sperm donor. Twice a week for a whole entire year, he'd go to the sperm donation place, he'd make a deposit, 40 bucks a pop he'd get. So fast forward 25 years later, he's thinking, wow, DNA technology, wonder if it's possible. If I have any offspring out there, would it be possible to find them? So he used 23andMe, started digging around on the internet, made contact with a number of biological progeny, including this young lady who, when he met her, he met the birth mom. And guess what? Sparks flew.
No.
They're now a couple. Yes, they've moved in together. This is incredible, and it's a great story that we'll have for you Tuesday on Inside Edition.
Oh, I can't wait for the next conversation at a wedding. So how do you guys meet? Well, really quickly.
He was my sperm donor, but our daughter is 11.
Aren't we all, though, if you really think about it, Deborah? Wednesday, we need to be careful when it comes to dog walkers, don't we?
It turns out you do. And, you know, the challenge is, how do you know if the dog walking service that you're hiring is actually doing right by your dog?
Yeah.
Americans spend something like $70 billion on their pets. And if you've got a dog and you work, part of that money you're spending is for somebody to come and walk your puppy a couple times a day. So it's like the latest thing that's being Uberized. So dog walking services are being sort of rolled up and becoming into big companies. And how do you know if the big company is doing right by your dog?
No question.
Well, they say we're checking out the dog walker, but check this out. This is a checked out dog walker. And look what he's doing to this cute little puppy. This guy's now been charged with animal cruelty. He's pleading not guilty, but if convicted, he faces a year in jail and up to a $20,000 fine. That's coming up on Wednesday.
Let's hope he stays there. That'd be nice. Deborah, it's great having you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Sean.
All right, tune in. See these fascinating headlines on Inside Edition. Deborah anchors the show weeknights, 7 p.m. right here on Channel 13.